Hello, fabulous Libra. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of February 2014, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. As I looked at the sky for you this month, I thought about right in the middle of the month, this very potent full moon that's taking place in a very interesting conversation with Saturn. And when I considered the fact that this full moon is taking place in a part of the sky for you that has to do with friendships and alliances, Saturn, as I spoke about in the Saturn special, currently having you take ownership for your finances, well, you put these together and it does suggest a time when you are going to have to address some issues, some questions, or even some requests for financial support or resources of other kinds coming from friendships and coming from alliances you currently have. Now, I'm also seeing as part of this, you sort of weighing your options and seeing how this could benefit you or not. Now, for some Libras out there, I mean, this could play itself out just in a very straightforward way where a friend comes to you, asks you for money. You're not really sure if you can, if you should. You see why there are some good reasons. Maybe you feel a sense of obligation or a sense of responsibility. But ultimately, it's going to be up to you to decide if this is something that you really want to do. I also think, in all honesty, because you're going through this very important financial cycle at this time, and right now friendships are a part of it, just in this sort of little pathway as you continue on your lessons in finances, if you can, try to consider how maybe if you were to lend, if you were to consider giving, just make sure that it isn't money that you would terribly miss. And what I mean by that is, the chance of this not necessarily being a situation that the person can pay you back right when they say they will is high, actually, and that potential certainly is there. We've got Mercury retrograde happening right now, right around the time of this full moon as well. And we've also got this tension, all these questions being raised at the same time. So I think your gut will know that maybe, regardless of what is said, regardless of what is promised, with the best of intentions, maybe those promises will not be able to be fulfilled. And this is true in other scenarios as well. And so be mindful of any alliances or memberships that ask for a very hefty upfront fee. That's also something that you're going to want to watch. Ultimately, I'm a very big believer that your circumstances should be trusted as much as your intuition or anything else. And what I mean by that is, if you find yourself in a position where you want to do something, but you don't have the resources to do them, then trust that. Maybe that isn't really where you need to be going right now. Maybe that isn't where you need to be putting your resources right now if you feel that it would cause some sort of strain. Now, whether it's the feeling or whether it's you opening yourself up to other possibilities, that's the lesson that could be there as well. But having said that, every piece of circumstance in your life right now is perfect as it needs to be, as part of your learning, as part of your growth. And this, of course, includes your finances. And this is something I spoke about at length in the Saturn special videos. So having said all that, be mindful with friendships and finances. There is this sort of blurry lines, memberships or alliances sort of ending up costing you money. And just be mindful of that, what you're willing to spend and what you're not. And trust, if you don't have the resources, that maybe it's okay. Maybe you can let a certain opportunity or seeming opportunity go by a little bit. And do be mindful, as I said, because it is Mercury retrograde, be mindful of any commitments that other people are making or that you are being asked to make as well. Because chances are situations, circumstances are going to be going through some changes a little bit further down the road. By the time we get to the end of the month, your focus does shift. So while it's about other people and their requests and what's happening there, what I really like for you is by the time we get you to the end of the month, the focus shifts much more about the work. And you're looking at what you're actually doing on a day-to-day basis. And you're looking at your work environment as well. The chances of somebody new coming into your work environment is especially high. But what I see as a very likely scenario is just a really inspiring vision being presented. Maybe it's a new project and this new person represents that. But a really inspiring vision being presented even if the pathway isn't so clear, even if it isn't so clear exactly how this is going to manifest or what practical steps are going to be taken, even if it seems like those steps might not be so effective, it might not be your place to actually say that just yet. Rather, what is in your place is to be open to the possibility that things could be a lot better in the workplace, and they could feel a lot better as well if you're open to that prospect. Regardless of how that manifests for you, one thing is for sure, though, there isn't a lot of clarity and there isn't a lot of solid ground to stand on where it comes to your workplace once we get you to the end of the month. But that you can navigate quite well, and you can actually find a way to enjoy that. If you stay connected to inspiration and you find ways to take a surge of imagination that's going to be coming in at that time and channel that to your advantage in the workplace and in your daily life as well. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.